Hi guys, Rachel with Spunky Misfit Girl here, and I am taking a chance and filming a thing without really knowing what I'm doing. So we'll see how this goes and how it happens, and if it comes out right and good and something I think is valuable, we'll post it up. So if you're seeing this, it came out good. So hopefully I'll be able to show you something, or you'll have seen something that is a finished product for this. But I am starting out with nothing. I haven't done this before. I saw somebody out in one of the junk journal groups posted an image of her own that she had done, where she turned these corset images into these beautiful little fun dresses full of bits and bobs. So I immediately ran out and created my own printable, which you can find in my Etsy shop, of these stunning corsets, and printed them out and fussy cut them out. And I just really, really love how they turned out. So there are 16 of these in the printable in the shop. And I will put a link to those in the description box. This is not all of them. I just cut out a certain portion of them to use for this. But this is one of my favorites. So I'm pulled together a bunch of fussy pieces that I was looking at trying to figure out how to do this. So I was just gonna, some of these are, I think, too long. And I don't really know if the best way to do this is by gluing it to the back. So I printed these out on the heaviest cardstock that my printer will print on, which is not 110, but it's fairly close, I think. So hopefully you can take a bit of stuff, but I'm gonna try starting with this first one. I've got just a little piece of lace here. I'm folding it in half. I'm gonna try just gluing it straight to here. What I also thought might be a good option was to glue it all together first, all my little pieces that I want to put on here, and then glue it to the corset. I actually kind of wanted one of these guys in the front, but maybe in the back is fine too. You know, because then I could kind of get a sense of what it was gonna look like first, but I kind of like the idea of just getting going and getting something on there, because I'm prone to fiddle too much, and I think it would be better if I just start going. So I like those leaves, and I like this lace with this guy. So I'm gonna just start putting stuff on, and we'll see how it comes out. I had a little bit of a stressful day at work, so this is good, good therapy. Doing something physical, creating a little more easily without a lot of stress and fuss is my sanity saver. I don't know. What do you think about the folded? I felt like the open piece was too much, but maybe not. Well, yeah, I like it folded. But I maybe should have gone the other way. I don't know. Let's put this one on folded too, so that it's just, I like kind of like the symmetrical aspect of a kind of matching. It starts forming a little bit of a skirt, although my pieces are the other way around, feather or leaf on top. I keep thinking of these as feathers because they're so light, but that's okay. And I might cut this too. I kind of cut it long for the time being. This guy probably, this would be the advantage of putting it all together first, is you can layer it. I kind of like these guys, but they really kind of need to go in on the front. Maybe I'll still try to do that. I'm gonna make it a little shorter and put a piece of glue right on here. A piece of glue. Yes, ma'am. A piece of glue. See if I can still stick that in under the top. I'll put this guy over here too. They don't have to be the same length because we're not going to be precious about that. Just making a thing for the first time ever. Now, I want something in the middle that has a little more substance that can kind of bring this together because I've got this big gap in the middle. So what about this little ribbon guy down the middle? I like it. I do. So let's put that over the top. So it lines up right in there. And then I think I want 2 more pieces on the sides, maybe shorter pieces like this one. That gives me a nice rounded out look for that bit. Oh, this is so fun. The problem is I need more different bits and bobs. I don't have that extensive of a collection of lace and ribbons at this point. I'm kind of still building that. So that's a part of the difficulty here, is that I don't, oh, you know what I do have though that I don't have out here? Let me grab it. That I will want. I was originally thinking, because some of these corsets are very gothic-y, and I did call them gothic corsets in the kit in the shop. I was thinking gothy for my journal, my gothic journal that I'm working on, and pulled out all the kind of black and dark stuff. But I'm liking this. This is one of my favorite laces. And there's also this guy. I'm liking these sort of lighter colors. What? This is like glued. Normally I put a pin, but they glued it. That's awful. That ruined a whole chunk of the ribbon. That's no good. So this one, maybe, I don't know. That's kind of a funny color, isn't it? I don't know if that'll look right. But I do probably want to get a little more black into this one. So I've got some twine, black twine here as well. And I ripped up some of it, kind of undid it. So I kind of like that look, but it's really falling apart. I kind of want this. I want like a ton of this. I should have pulled apart more of it. I don't know. I thought I had another little puddle of it, but this will be a bit of a tricky video to follow because you're just kind of going to need a lot of different supplies of whatever you have. You know what might be cool too is little bitty things like buttons. The only ones I have at my desk are these seafaring ones, but I also have some tiny little playing card miniatures. Those could be cool for a kind of an Alice themed. You could do an Alice themed dress, maybe with one of these lighter ones. Like this would be a good color. And I also have these gears. Those could be cool for a steampunk version of this, but I just don't have a lot of lace and ribbon options, and you kind of need, like the girl I saw who had done this before had like purples and blues and some really pretty different shades, and I don't know that I want to go black on this now like this, because I like this kind of lighter, and I also have this kind of deep, I don't know, what color would you call that? Burgundy? Ooh, maybe I do like that though. I thought that would fit well with the blacks because it has a kind of a gothy feel, but I kind of like it on this guy. I don't know what I'm doing with this pulled apart stuff. Maybe I want to, oh, you know, this would be fun like this actually. Fold it up and make it a little bit of a loop. But again, like I want that in the front. And so next time what I might do is just like try to pull all my stuff together. Maybe I'll take a piece of paper that's the same width as the sky and affix all my bits there first, because that could work. I kind of like that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. See if I can fit it. My glue's just silently exploding over here. I've got this little bit of between the lace and the ribbon. Maybe problem is I've got so many ends with this thing. So I had some tickets, ladies' night out tickets. Crafters Convention always gives us vendors a pair of free tickets to ladies' night out. And I am always thinking that I don't have anybody in the area who's going to show up for that. But I sent it out anyway to my email list. And I did this last time too in October. And shout out to Penny who reached out and was like, yeah, I'll take them, and came and hung out for ladies' night out in Temple at Crafters Con. And I actually, this time around for Waco, I actually had 4 people respond. Several of them already had tickets or were coming at a different time. But I had a couple of people who would have taken the tickets, and I am really excited by that because I always feel sort of like I don't really have an audience, or I'm kind of talking to no one when I send emails to my list. And it is a little bit of a strange thing because I did kind of change the purpose of the email list. So I have a lot of people on there who signed up for something other than what I'm doing at this point. And that's a little bit long. But it's really good. It's really fun to start meeting and knowing people who are also into crafting. I had a great time too at the Wildflower Spring Market, chatting with some of the other vendors. And that's how I learned things too. I want to get a cutting machine and embossing. I really, really want to do some embossing. And so I was talking to one of the ladies there about the cutting and embossing machines, and she and her daughter were there together and talking about how much they love their Gemini. I'm not really getting this where I want it. I need a tweezers. This tweezers is like weird. It's got glue on the end and I can't. It's bent and it doesn't work perfectly anymore, but I kind of want that a little more loose and ripped up. I don't know. I don't love that. I was getting the perfectionist, channeling the perfectionist in me and getting this nice looking skirty skirt. And now I went for mess, which I might. It just doesn't match. It just doesn't fit this. I just think the black is just not right for this. I'm going to pull it out. Okay, I think I'm going to leave all the black out of this one. And just, maybe we'll try some of this. And I think that's going to go nicely. It's a little bit weird with the corset, I think, but it is working together. Let's do 2 of that guy. Let's see where I want that to sit. I want that to come in here like this. Help fill in that bit. So let's put that on there. I just wish I had more options. That's the only thing. I don't really. That guy goes there like that. And probably what I'll do is put something over another piece of cardstock. Maybe some of my craft cardstock over the top here. And one of these that hasn't been chopped yet for envelope journals. Maybe do something like this. Approximately, so that it will just have a little reinforcement. I'll have to cut that out. Let's take a look at where we're at. Make sure I still have you guys. Still have you on camera. This guy is not sitting how I want him to sit. I'm gonna have to lay this under books. This is really curly from being around that spool. But I like it. I think that might be it for me on this one. And then maybe we'll take one of the blacks and use the blacks and that deep red. Yeah? I don't know. I feel unfinished. But I don't know. I don't think I have anything else to add. This one has gold in it. You could do some probably really cool stuff with this. With like, you know, just thinking like this could be the kind of thing that could pull a little bit of this into a gather on the side to make it like a real dress type of thing. You know, if I tied it in the back. Let's try it out. We are casually crafting after all. If it kind of went like this around the leaf. I don't know about that. I don't love it. I think it could be a cool idea. I just don't think this particular twine works for this. And this twine is really annoying because it has this gold in it and it just comes right undone really easily. What else do we have around here that we might make something out of in this little dress? I got these pretty papers. Maybe there's a roll for some paper in here. I just don't quite feel finished, you know? Does that look like a petticoat underneath? I kind of like that. Don't know. I'm on the fence. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna add it. I still don't quite feel done, but I like that. I'm gonna put that on the back here. Big old volcano of glue. Is that the right height? Nope, it's a little high. There we go. That's about where I wanted him. In the middle. I would love to hear about your ideas if you guys try this out. I have a feeling as soon as I get off camera, I'm gonna have all sorts of other ideas for other things to use and ways to do this to make this really cool. But that I'm pretty pleased with it. I like it. So let's put this over the top to see what we can do here with this. Shorten it a little. And just add it to the top to kind of give that a little more stability. My trusty Fabri-Tac, what would I do without you? Here we go. Okay. That's a beautiful dress. I like it. Now what am I gonna do with it? You know what these could make really fun Christmas tree ornaments, weirdly. But also, yes, pages in junk journals. A cover. I would like to have this on a cover of a junk journal even. Behind a door, behind like a closet or wardrobe door. So pretty. All right, so let's take a look. Let's find one. I don't want the red, I don't think, because that's gonna clash with my burgundy. Yeah, is it? Yeah. So what about this guy? This is, oh, these, how would these look? Let's look, black. I really, this lace, this is also one of my favorite laces, and I have this in white and black, but not cream. Maybe I could do black and white on one of these. And this, I think it's gonna be this one. That looks the best. Give it a little edging. I had a lot of fun making these corsets too. And just making the digital, the download. All right. So, and they're nice fussy cuts. I'm not usually super big on fussy cutting, but these were fun. Question is, I like that. This is the problem. I'm having a hard time planning it out. I'm gonna want this too in here. I think this is gonna be, they're too long, these lace pieces. That's gonna be cool. Now, what about the burgundy? Maybe the burgundy can go in the middle. These can go kind of like this. I don't know, that burgundy is so rich. It ends up looking weird to me. What about white? I don't have any white chopped up. Nah, I don't think I'm gonna like the white. No, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am gonna like the white. All right, guys, here's my problem. We're almost to 30 minutes and my phone just can't do 30 minutes. So I'm gonna close up shop on this for now. I know it's a little bit of an awkward ending, but hey, I didn't come here trying to be a YouTube expert. I just said I'm gonna craft and take YouTube along with me here and there and see how that goes. So just trying to get better every day. So I'm just gonna close this up. If I end up coming up with something really brilliant or a different way of doing this, I'll follow up either with another portion of the video or a different video that's more of a tutorial. But I hope you enjoyed this craft with me. Please absolutely go check out the gothic corsets. It's fussy cuts specifically. They're in my Etsy shop. And thank you guys so much for coming along and joining me and crafting with me and watching.